Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, ever since Kylo Ren was introduced in The Force Awakens, we all loved the design of his mask, his helmet, if you will, that was actually covered with the hood over his head. It was a design for Kylo Ren that really mimicked that of Darth Revan, and I have no doubt that they actually cherry-picked some of the design ideas from Revan for Kylo Ren. Now, looking at Star Wars The Last Jedi, we only got a snippet of him in his helmet in the very beginning of this movie, before Kylo Ren destroys it after Snoke tells him that he believes he's just a child in a mask. And that's when, Rian Johnson came up with the concept of him breaking out of his shell and shedding his layers, etc. Now, going into Episode 9, since J.J. Abrams is back, the man who started the sequel trilogy, the man who wrote the character of Kylo Ren as well, and looking at Episode 9 here, a lot of people have been wondering exactly what's in store for Kylo. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we have been learning more and more about this movie when it comes to some of the set leaks, the scene schedules, the set designs, etc., the concept art and storyboard descriptions, all of the like. One of which has all to do with Kylo Ren's new appearance when it comes to his potential new mask/helmet. Now, the mask apparently appears to resemble Vader's when it comes to shape, but it's not painted, just pure metal, almost as if it's made out of iron. Alright, it actually has an individual hole sunken in front of him, alright, and for him to see, and a mouthpiece. Now, the mask actually resembles a skull, the eyes glow red, and has an armored neck piece connected to it. Parts of his face can be seen, such as parts of each cheek. The helmet appears to be an ancient design. Now, the thing that really interests me is how it has two individual holes sunken in for him to see and a mouthpiece. Now, like I say, this sounds like they're trying to do something different for the character of Kylo Ren. Now, we've heard other descriptions before in the past couple of weeks about Kylo Ren, where he's got the shorter hair now in this movie, no scar. He doesn't necessarily have the same exact outfit that we are all used to from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, so Kylo Ren's going to have this new appearance in Episode 9 that's really going to make him look a whole lot more sinister. Now, I'm really hoping that this helmet/mask design makes it into the final cut of the movie, because it seems as so that Disney and Lucasfilm are actually borrowing concepts from The Force Awakens concept art. I don't know if you guys know about this, but there were a lot of different ideas and designs for The Force Awakens that never made it to the final cut of the movie, that honestly, in my opinion, looked far better than the helmet that we got in The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. I think that some of the designs out there just really kind of stood out for me and really made Kylo Ren a whole lot more sinister, almost as if he was a droid. And we do know that that was the motive. They wanted to make him seem as if he wasn't human in the very beginning before he took off that mask. Even Rey calls him a creature in a mask, and that offended him. He takes off the mask and reveals that he's human. And Rey was actually very surprised by that. We saw her face in that interrogation room in shock, like, whoa, he's a human. But looking at Episode 9, the fact that they may very well be toying around with the idea of introducing, a Kylo Ren helmet, a new helmet for Episode 9, to me, I think would make sense. We apparently have the Knights of Ren coming into play. Nothing is confirmed on that as of yet. The only thing that we do know is that the actors in between the ages of 21 to 27 are training for their roles with Adam Driver, and they may very well be the Knights. And if the Knights of Ren are coming into play, they all sport helmets. So I don't know about you guys, would it seem a little out of place if Kylo Ren is the master of the Knights of Ren without his helmet, leading a band of people with helmets? Or would it be better if he sports that mask/helmet while he's leading, while he is the master of the Knights of Ren on screen? To me, I think it's best to do a mixture of this, where he takes his helmet on and off, serving as master of the Knights of Ren. That is one thing that I would love to see. Now, of course, there's a lot of, debates on this. There's a big debate on this, on Kylo Ren even having a helmet in this movie because, well, he destroyed it in The Last Jedi for a reason. Figuratively speaking, of course, he did this in order to shed layers, in order to evolve, and to enter into adolescence, as Rian Johnson pointed out. So I think that J.J. Abrams, if he really wanted to, he could very well retcon that idea, where he's essentially going to ignore that, as he should, and kind of just do what he wants to do with Kylo Ren. After all, we didn't get the Knights of Ren in The Last Jedi. Rian Johnson said that he could not find a way to put them into the story. As much as he thought about putting them into the story, he just couldn't find a way, and it seems as though that the Praetorian Guards were a way to make up for that. But let me know what you guys have to say about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.